About an hour ago, ate a cool little breakfast, smoked my little cigarette. Sitting here, I wanted to tap in, man. Let me ask y'all something, man. Is fake trolls and haters the same in one? I believe they are. The reason I say that, I'm going by a comment that was put into my last night live. And they brought up an individual name. I'm not going to say his name. You go look in the comments yourself and check it out. And it's going to tell you more than I can tell you. It might tell you, because this particular individual that people talking about, because I want people to believe that he's for Compton, but everything he got to say is trying to belittle people out of Compton, right? I give a fuck if I'm on your good list, your bad list, or your shit list. You understand what I'm saying? You're not Santa Claus, and I'm not trying to get a gift from you. You understand what I'm saying? But what we got to learn how to do is, man, trolls get in here and haters get in here and ask questions. They don't ask respectful questions. They ask questions that can create tension or try to manipulate a problem between other people on other podcasts. And I don't like that. I don't, be honest with you, I don't like controversy. You understand what I'm saying? And dudes like that is to be eliminated. And I'm not saying eliminated by taking something from him. Just don't pay attention to him, because he's a nobody. He can't be this particular individual. He get on YouTube just create bullshit because his life is fucked up. He spends his day just sitting in the backyard or walking through a motherfucking parking stall in his complex, smoking weed, saying what somebody else ain't got when he ain't got a motherfucking thing himself. You understand what I'm saying? And that's enough of that for right now, man. That's the best 2 minutes of that topic I can give you. But let me tell you about, because somebody that asked, one of my homeboys that asked me, did I know Fee from the 60s, called me this morning. He said, man, did you know Fee from the 60s? I met Fee when he first called his case. I come down, Big Heron got me called down from Old Folsom. I come down to the county jail, went to 4800 OSS put me in high power. And I was on the road with Fee, Crummy, Seat Up. Being Big Seat Up, it got real tight. Lil Fee was on the road with Big Heron. I was on the road with JJ from Great, Buddy Miles from Venice Show Lines, Big Sugar Bear from Non Deuce Hoover, and Lamar Stein from East Coast. And we had a solid relationship. And what I mean when we had a solid relationship, me and Sugar Bear taught Mark Stein how to speak Swahili. I taught him how to make bombs, zip guns and all that. And Marstein was infatuated with it, man. He knew he was on his way to the pen, so he had to get ready. He had to get ready before he could stay ready when he got there, because at this time, prison was in a state of war. It was a state of chaos. The mid-'80s, like 83 to about 86, prison was really turned up with a lot of racial shit. What's up, Austin, Texas? How you doing this morning? It was really turned up with a whole lot of racial tension, and the war was on, especially in Old Folsom and San Quentin. We had just lost 2 homeboys. Insane had just got killed in Tracy through the gang activities in Tracy. And Lil Lou, Benjamin Montgomery, got killed in San Quentin. You feel what I'm saying? And we all was in a state of preparedness for the war, because it was on like that in the pen. But you would get people that was saying that we was being victims up in there. No, man. Keyways and Damus and Jamus wasn't the only ones getting stabbed. We was doing the stabbing too. And we stepped to the plate. You understand what I'm saying? Didn't nobody, as I always state on my show, did nobody wave a white flag and say, hey man, I surrender, I submit. There wasn't no room for surrender. Wasn't no room to retreat. Either you stayed down or you didn't stay down. And the cold part was, what most people don't understand is, man, when the war was going on, what's up, boss? When the war was going on in the penitentiary, boss Goon, what's up, baby? What people don't know, when the war was going on in prison on level 40 yards, a a lot of Keyways and Damus and Jamas, we wasn't the ones getting hit. A lot of brothers that was non-affiliated Christian brothers, they was being victims because they felt because they wasn't part of a gang, or they said we gonna jump into this Christian thing, that they felt as though that was keeping them safe. What they forgot was that they was black. Now I ain't saying they wasn't black. What I'm saying is they felt if they wasn't part of a gang or organization in prison, or they was being Christians, that was safeguarding them from racial drama in prison. Being a Christian, Muslim, or a non-affiliated brother don't safeguard you in the penitentiary. See, I knew a whole lot of non-affiliated brothers that stayed ready because they didn't want to be a victim. You understand what I'm saying? You need to understand, man, when the war was going on in prison, man, the Emmy and the Woods had the administration assisting them, aiding them, and trying to get at us. I remember it was this sergeant bitch, man, named Garcia. They fired this bitch because she was bringing real live bug knives up in that mother. You know, the knives you tuck the lace on to your belt. She was bringing real live knives up in the motherfucker, sliding them to their people, sliding them to her people, right? So when I first went to Folsom, man, there wasn't a whole lot of black police there. You understand what I'm saying? That San Quentin was different. You had a lot of black COs, a lot of black nurses. Watch this. What most people don't know, man, the nurses were selling pussy in San Quentin. A lot of people don't know that, but they was doing that. You understand? Because there was money rolling through San Quentin. San Quentin had a whole lot of money, but a lot of Keyways and Damus, man, we were staying down for what we represented. We ain't had no choice but to stay down. You know, it's like when you start gang banging, man, most dudes that start gang banging came into the gang trying to be building a name for themselves, getting their own, some tried to be more than what they was, and it backfired. Hey, check this out, boss. Going them buck knives were gut. Hey, listen to me, man. I remember when I first got out of Old Folsom, and I ran across this Sergeant Broad Garcia. I come out the dining hall, I got my skull cap on, a blue skull cap on, and you couldn't wear this shit on in the dining hall in Folsom. But I don't know, this is the first time I had hit the main line in Old Folsom, right? And bitch, man, I was walking. I was in 3 buildings. Me, Butcher from Great Francisco was rolling, and Ronnie T. Right, they waiting on me to come because I'm not finna stay on the line long. I'm on a mission. I'm coming out here to do something. I'm gonna go back to the shit, right? But anyway, I'm walking to the dining hall, and the bitch sent me with my skull cap on, got my blue rag in my pocket. And the bitch like, hey, take the way she said it. Hey, take that skull cap. I'm like, bitch, who the fuck you think you're talking to? I went big on the bitch. Because, see, I was one of the convicts in the pen that didn't have no problem with assaulting the police, right? And when I did this, Butcher, Ronnie T, and Cisco, they wasn't shocked nor surprised, right? Because they know the get down of my cripping, right? But it was other black inmates seeing it like, damn, man, this dude talking crazy motherfucker, this bro. Because you didn't talk back in the day in Old Folsom, man, you couldn't get away with talking shit to a female CO. You feel what I'm saying? So the bitch tell me to get out the line and go back to the building. I'm like, I ain't got no motherfucking problem. I ain't got to eat in this motherfucking dining hall. I got tuned in my motherfucking cell any motherfucking way. You understand what I'm saying? I had a cousin there, Big Murray, from the Bottoms was there, my cousin Danny Murray. So I already knew, right? But anyway, this bitch didn't like black inmates. She supported her. Was I upset or offended at that? Hell no, man. Because watch this, man. Bitch, support your people because I'm gonna support my people. Old Folsom, again, we didn't have a whole lot of black COs, so whenever them was the odds against us, you understand what I'm saying? This bitch done fell in love with him, maybe falling on her knees, probably giving up head through the bars. I didn't see this personally, but I heard they caught her in a building sucking on the inmate dick in the pen. You understand what I'm saying? And then she lost her job. But I remember this time, right before I got home, A CO got up there, man. They got us, and it's like a holiday, and they don't want to give us our property. I'm an inmate that be wanting my property, man. Like, as soon as I get to a pen, and the homies like, what you need, I don't ask for zoom zooms, wham whams. Hey, send me some toothpaste, some deodorant, bar soap, so I can be able to bird bath in the cell. Send me some things to clean up my cell, but send me some stationery. Send me some writing paper, envelopes, and stamps. If I can write my people, I already told them I'm being transferred, but now I need to be here. If I can have my package sent to me, I need a phone. I need to get at my homies, tell them how much this phone costs. If I can be able to get me a phone. 9 out of 10, somebody gonna send me a phone if I can use. But anyway, when I get to this one particular police named Pat, man, he get at me. He said, man, go in your cell. I'm like, man, I ain't going to my motherfucking cell. I want my motherfucking property. I don't give a fuck who you call, captain, sergeant, warden. I don't give a fuck. So anyway, he come get me off the second tier and 2 building, the orientation tier. Take me downstairs to the control booth. And it was a sergeant there that knew me from back in the day when he was a regular CO. He said, what's up, Bam? I'm like, what's up, man? And the CO Pat say, man, this motherfucker, all I did, y'all, was walked up in this CO face, man. And I told him just like this. I say, that's your first and your last time disrespecting Bam. Next time you disrespect me, I'm going to break your motherfucking jaw. Normally, listen to what I'm telling y'all, man. Normally, they'll take people to the hole and try to write them up when you say shit like that. That's threatening staff. You can get a fake-ass shoe for that. But this sergeant that knew me before he was a sergeant let him know, hey, man, let me talk to him. Because he's a convict. Convicts and inmates is different. Convicts don't do what we want to do. Inmates do as they told. You understand what I'm saying? So I told dude, man, ain't nobody gonna talk to me like that. I wouldn't give a fuck what you wear in prison, what you represent. Ain't nobody gonna disrespect me. You gonna give me my respect because I'm gonna respect you. All I want is my motherfucking property. The Title 15, the rule book say I can have my motherfucking property. Give me my motherfucking property. The sergeant calls R&R, I get my motherfucking property. You feel what I'm saying? Now the police, the CO is mad because he know once these other inmates see me having my property, they're gonna want their property. And that be the problem with a lot of us in the pen. We don't take stands together. So when they don't see us taking stands together, we don't get what we got coming. So when the brother seen this, it was like cool because I had my little homie Q-Ball was there. My little homie Pee-Wee from Carver was, matter of fact, Pee-Wee from Carver and Psycho Tone from my hood was Sally. So they already like, hey, big homie, we gonna send you everything you need. I'm like, all I need is some stationery to write my girl, let her know I'm here. You understand what I'm saying? Because I had left. Right? Football, they gave me enough motherfucking tobacco before I transferred to hold me for like 6 months. So I need my property because I got tobacco hidden in my property. You understand what I'm saying? So I was already ready for the transfer. So I get my property. I got like 10 boxes of property. They used to try to have limits on how many boxes you carry, but I'm not sending my shit home after I done paid for this shit. My family done sent this shit to me in a package. So I got my property, and Folsom Cells, man, is really meant for one person to be in there, but they put 2 people in there. So bam, I'm there. I get off orientation, and the building they got me in is the building I'm living in. So I go on the opposite side, on the second tier again. They put me in a cell. I never forget, man. I'm in the cell for about two weeks to a month by myself, and they give me a cellie. Young dude come to the cell. So when they hit the front door and he finna open my door, I'm like, hey, where you going? He like, I'm in here, OG. I'm like, all right, where you from? He like, I'm from Stockton. All right, you from Stockton, but what do you represent? He said, I'm a Crip. I'm right, because this a Crip cell. So I immediately start establishing its rules and policies in my cell. No hard drugs. You don't make wine in my cell. None of that. Dude coming in, first off, he had dreads. When he moved in my cell, this brother had dreadlocks, right? So bam, man, he come in. My homie Amp from Make Trey Gangsta, I had his phone, so I'm using the phone. I say, man, I'm about to send this phone back to my homeboy. Do you want to call your people and let them know you here? I'll give you 5 minutes on this phone. He used the phone. I sent it back down to the homie and tell him thanks for letting me use the phone. So anyway, the next morning, man, I get up in prison. I used to get up every morning at 5 o'clock, brush my teeth, fix me a cup of coffee, roll up a cigarette, smoke me a cigarette. Dude wake up to the smell of the tobacco. Damn, OG, can I hit that? Damn, he ain't brushed his teeth, ain't washed his face, ain't said J Bossa Booey, which is good morning to me or nothing, right? I'm like, yeah, cuz you can hit it. But I said it with an attitude, so I'm handing him a cigarette. He on the top bunk. He handed it back to me, right? I finished my cigarette off, finished my cup of coffee. Now it's breakfast time. I'm waiting on this brother to get up, brush his teeth and shit, wash his face. Man, this dude jumps off the motherfucking top bunk when they hit the front door for us to come out the cells and put his pants on and his boots and go to breakfast. I don't even go to breakfast, y'all. I was lounging talking to Tommy Cole from 74 Hoop. I said, man, I'm finna put this young motherfucker out my cell, man. So when dude come back from the dining hall, I'm standing in front of the seat like, what's up? What's up, man? Let's go in. I'm like, no, you finna just get your shit. He ain't have a whole lot of probably came in with a little small brown bag of bullshit. Hey, get your shit, man. Tell the police you can't live in. He's like, damn, OG, what's going on? You can't live in here, man. I don't need no motherfucker living like he in a caveman or something. You got to brush your motherfucking teeth and wash your face when you wake up in here. You smell the smell of tobacco and immediately actually hit the cigarette. That's taboo. You understand what I'm saying? You stayed up all night watching my motherfucking TV and left my TV on. My TV started watching you. When I told you before I fell asleep, hey, cut my TV off. When you fall asleep, cut my TV off. Normally my TV was set on a timer to go off at 10 o'clock. I'll fall asleep before it go off, but it'll cut off at 10 o'clock. I took the timer off because the brother wanted to watch TV. Come about 2 or 3 months go by, man. Them stocking cats get on board on the yard, right? Because most dudes come to prison and don't think they got to follow rules. And every hood in prison, from Keyways to Damouz, even though it's structures in the pen, these neighborhoods, these individual cliques got their own individual rules. And if you don't stand by them rules or you break them rules, you know what's gonna happen to you. Boxing conversation, Reggie Owens, top of the morning, man, salute to you, my people, right? And so I don't need people to think that we be in prison bullying on cats. I was the type of cat, man, that I didn't want dudes that come in that fucks with the police being my cellies. I didn't want dudes that be my cellies that want to sleep all motherfucking day laying up in a motherfucking bed, because that ain't how I did my time. You feel me? Oh yeah. Hey, watch this, homie. Hey, boom. Some of my best assaults in the pen wasn't on inmates. It was whooping on the police, man. I used to love to fight the police, man. I ain't had no problem with telling the police, fuck you. Whatever you want to do, man. And if you're willing to take your money, I used to call the police like, man, you can take me on the shoe yard. Take that motherfucker, take your badge and shit off. You whoop my ass, give me the 115, give me the salt on staff. But if I whoop your ass, keep your tail tucked and leave me the fuck alone. You had some police accept that. You understand what I'm saying? But 99% of them wasn't with it. A lot of the COs he hid behind that green wall like they was all this. You understand what I'm saying? But check this out, man. COs in prison and even the sheriffs in the LA County jail, if they know they can intimidate you, they would take advantage of that intimidation. But if they see you're not easily intimidated, they start seeing that, hey, he's not the one to be fucked with, and he's a threat, right? They don't want nobody that's gonna stand up to their bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? Because they know all it takes is one person to stand up and most people gonna follow. Do that happen all the time? No. You understand what I'm saying? Like Crips, we had a policy, man, that you seen a Crip getting into with the police, you don't even supposed to walk away. You supposed to stand there until that situation is over with. And whatever the outcome is, that's what it happened. If they end up squabbling, you got to help that fellow Crip. And Damouz is like that too in the pen. Do it always happen like that? Hell no. You understand what I'm saying? I remember when I got to Salinas Valley, from coming out the shoot, and I get to Salinas Valley, I'm on the upper yard. I was in building 5. I'm moving this dude's cell. He said, where you from? Romeo from Bonnie Hunters on the opposite side of him. So he said, man, what's up? Send me some tobacco on the line. You're like, where you from? I'm like, man, I'm from Compton. He said, the Compton's on the other side of the yard, on the lower yard. I said, Compton, wherever the fuck I'm at. You understand what I'm saying? You got me fucked up. But dude, I was in a cell with a dude that was struck out on a 3-strike case for felony invading from the police. So this dude had a whole lot of motherfucking anger towards his prison situation, why he got life in prison. One day we was in the cell talking, drinking some Pruno. This right before I stopped drinking. And the dude asked me, I had asked him, I said, man, would you expect me to feel sorry for you that you got 25 to life under the felony invading when they offered you a 7-year deal and you didn't take it? And he like, damn, man, like that. I'm like, yeah, I ain't, watch this. I don't feel sorry for myself, so why I have to feel sorry for another motherfucker? So anyway, I ended up moving the homie Frog. I ended up getting a job on the Lord Yard in Building 3. The homie Frog from 190, that's one of my little homies. I sold Frog and Bam from 190 they first pistol, man, because Bam from 190 was born and raised in front of it. So anyway, Frog get me moved over there, and one of my rags, Sneak from Watergate, moved in this dude's cell. And he tried that same shit with Sneak and got a worse outcome than me. I gave it to him in the verbal, right? Sneak gave it to him in the physical. Took his Super 3 from him, radio, and Super 3 radios, everybody wasn't having them, so to get a Super 3 radio, you can sell a Super 3 radio for like $200. Sneak put it down to him. End up, we go to medical one day, me, Sneak, and then we're all back there in medical and dude back there. He seen how tight me and Sneak was. Sneak was one of my comrades. Sneak a little dude, man. Looked like a little Hispanic dude, right? Sneak like 5'6", but Sneak with the business. You understand what I'm saying? Sneak, Lil Ro from Main Street and Whiskey, it's like some of the shortest Crips in prison. My little brother Inch and them was some beasts in the pen to be short dudes, man. Because me and Whiskey been on a lot of missions together, right? And Melly Mill did an interview with us back in the day. So he said somebody told me and Whiskey sometime had to, wasn't that we had the big ones, just we know how to use them. You understand what I'm saying? I went in prison and my homies like Big Ant, Marcellus, Sumal, Big Heron, Scory, Pretty Tony from Hoover. It was dudes like that, Taborian, and it was dudes like that laced me, man, and told me if I stay, I ain't got to get ready. Especially Big Heron. And I looked up to my big homie Sumo, so I wanted to do a lot of things to impress Sumo, Heron, and Marcellus and them, Big Ant and them, and the Scory and them, to show people that, man, I ain't no punk. I ain't gonna submit to this bullshit. I'm gonna stay down for my crown, right? It was dudes like Cuse. Cuse was one of my mentors in the pen. Taught me how to conduct myself and how to survive in these prisons. And like Cuse said it on the Kill Mac, that I wasn't scary. I wasn't no scary dude. I was with the business. I wasn't nobody you could send on a mission. I already knew my position in the Crip collective. That watch this. I'm a foot soldier regardless of me having rank. If Cuse couldn't get his man, well, it's on me to get that man. You understand? That's soldiers don't be told to go on missions. Soldiers already know the mission they got to. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how it was when it came to that cripping in the pen, man. I seen a lot of things in the pen. Did I see people be misled in the pen? And you get misled, man. This is what people ain't telling you. When you get dudes that be putting 100, the loudest motherfucker in the room is the weakest in the motherfucking room. So when you get a motherfucker always say, hey, cuz, I'm with it. Hey, blood, I'm with it. Yeah, fuck that dude. Fuck Bam. Let's get on Bam. But when it's time to get Bam, the loudest motherfucker is the weakest, because now he in the shadows. He don't want to step to the plate. Those are the ones that get misled, because they misleading they coming in misleading themselves, trying to be more than the fuck they are when they're not nobody. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this, man. There wasn't no one-man wrecking crew in the penitentiary. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you had dudes that was recognized that they not with the bullshit. I was in that category. That I'm not with the bullshit. Kev Mack had asked me one time, he said, somebody had told him when they knew, if they knew me, Bam was a bully. And I still can't relate to that, right? Exactly, Austin, they step down when it's time, right? I couldn't relate to what Kev Mack was saying, but I marinated on it, right? And when I was CCO, and I was on the subcommittee, Central Committee subcommittee. I was on the subcommittee. I had rank. That rank went to my head because I was too young to understand the power that I had. And I misused that power by stepping to people, extorting motherfuckers out their sacks. So I was a dude in the penitentiary that robbed mother. I stood in front of the canteen with my knife and robbed motherfuckers, man. I was a motherfucker knew you going on a visit and you might get a sack. I'm gonna be in your cell the next one and break your motherfucking self. I'm gonna take that sack. I done did shit like that. I got a homeboy, Redbird. Man, I'm like 40 years older than Redbird. This is one of the first things somebody done told Redbird about me when he went to the pen. And man, your big homie, man, he took a motherfucking sack. You feel me? They was, and it was because basically you take, I didn't prey on the weak. I preyed on them motherfuckers that thought they was tough, man. You know, them kind of, I was just saying, the loudest motherfuckers, the weakest motherfuckers in the room. And that's how it be on YouTube. The loudest motherfucker on YouTube that's always trying to belittle somebody, it's the weakest motherfucker on YouTube. Be the first one to call the police on you. Them the ones you hear on YouTube doing this. Oh, I'm gonna report them. I'm gonna get them off. I don't do no reporting no motherfucking trolleys. I'm gonna block you or I ain't got nothing to say to you. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this, man. Would you consider it snitching if a motherfucker reporting a motherfucker on YouTube to get him banned off YouTube? I do. I consider that snitching. You can block them yourself. You ain't got to report them. You understand what I'm saying? This is what trolls do. You're not blocking them. All he's going to do is create another fake account to get back in your business. You understand what I'm saying? So these are the things we got to look at. People ask me, how did we get along with the Northerners? At one time or another, man, we was real tight with the Northern Essays, right? I'm still cool with the ones that I know that was with the business. But that don't mean I got to embrace everything up north. You understand what I'm saying? I don't embrace everything in the Kumi Corps, but I embrace the cats from the Kumi Corps. Love from Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's right. I like that, brothers. Keep tapping in. Hey, say it again, man. I feel ain't a bully, but I will bully the bully, and that was my bullying get down. I felt as though I wasn't a bully, but I bully a motherfucking bully, man. You understand what I'm saying? And I was never a real victim in the pen at bullshit because I was laced to not be a part of bullshit. I wasn't misled when I went to the pen, man. You understand what I'm saying? I wasn't misled in the believing prison was cool. So whenever you go into prison, you don't think you don't get caught up in no bullshit, you being misled. But I know motherfuckers would get on YouTube saying they was killers in the pen, they was calling shots. You didn't get a 115 in the motherfucker. Went home on time. You understand what I'm saying? Well, I wasn't lucky like that. Like I say, if I went back to prison today, I'm gonna still have level 4 points, even though my points might have to start over. But they're gonna give me some of them old points. You know what I mean? I paroled them there 3 motherfucking points, man. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't wishing myself to go back because I ain't never going back to prison because I ain't gonna put myself in a predicament to have to go back. You understand what I'm saying? I love the life I'm living today. You understand what I'm saying? And prison is a nightmare. I don't want to go to no nightmare, man. I love living a happy life. I love working every motherfucking day. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what we do, man. I got 13 people in here, 8 likes. Y'all tap on up in here, man. Subscribe to this, man. Too Real for TV, man. I'm going to call a baller, strike a strike. Y'all tap up in here, man. But this is what it is, man. You get these dudes that say this and they say that, but they wasn't with it when they was in that motherfucking penitentiary. I done seen dudes on some of these podcasts that I know personally, they wasn't with it like that. You understand what I'm saying? I want to know if they was all about this, why me and Cuse and Rockhead and them didn't run across these dudes on these 4 yards? Because see, when I first went to the prison, wasn't number 2 level 4s. That was San Quentin and Old Folsom. You understand what I'm saying? They wasn't there when that funk was really popping. So now they've been down a while. They tell their little homies all these tales that they wasn't even in these prisons when it was going on like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you get these dudes talking about, oh man, paperwork gets slid up under the door. That never happened to me. I don't know who that happened to. So to me, until if I would have experienced that myself, I'd tell you it was real. But I never experienced no shit like that. You feel me? Say it again, all text. The like button is your friend, so hit the like button. There it is there, man. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, man. Support the channel. You understand what I'm saying? I'm always keeping 100. I'm going to stay in my own motherfucking lane, and I ain't trying to step out of it, man. You understand what I'm saying? Kev Mack told me to smile a lot, so I'm trying to smile. But you understand what I'm saying? I have to learn to stop being angry with each other on YouTube and stop bickering at each other, because that's what people want us to do. We got a whole lot of other podcasters on here that want to belittle us and want to throw shades at the black. You understand what I'm saying? Like somebody said, Big Herc never did time in California State Prison. He only did fed time. Yet Big Herc put a whole lot of homosexual bullshit on his podcasts, but what goes on in prison? You understand what I'm saying? Like, dudes say they was on yards with me. I'm here to tell you, if you say you was in New Folsom with me and you was on A yard, you wasn't on no yard with me because I wasn't on A yard. A yard is a PC yard. You understand what I'm saying? So no, you wasn't on no yard with me if you was in New Folsom. When I was in New Folsom and you was on A yard, that was a PC yard. I was on B yard. B yard is the fuck up yard. You understand? And the wall with all the bullet holes is the Crip wall, because that's where the drama was always at. You understand what I'm saying? Couldn't no any and everybody just hang on that 7-block wall, man. Because even the real Crips couldn't. If you wasn't really no real one, you couldn't hang on that Crip wall with us, man. Oh, you can come with your pruno, come with your sack of weed, but once we drink your pruno and your weed, you got to keep it pushing. And that's how the game with. You understand what I'm saying? Just like when I first started off in Tracy, I seen dudes that were still cripping in the LA County jail, but got to the penitentiary, got to Tracy. It was because there was so many no motherfucking more. Or I'm going to be a Muslim, I'm going to be a Christian. And I'm cool with that too. You got a lot of rappers that been to the pen, talk that high power shit on them raps, on their CDs and on their albums and all that. But watch this, man. They wasn't walking around them penitentiary with no motherfucking Kisu in their pocket. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, it was cool at one time in Tracy when wasn't no Damus there. A whole lot of Crips would come in and had their blue rags. But when the Damus was there, it was certain motherfucking Crips that didn't want to be a part of that Crip party. You understand what I'm saying? They came in there talking about, no, man, I'm going to turn to Islam. I'm going to be a Christian. Put them blue Bibles in their pocket, but they wasn't putting them blue rags in their pocket. Same with Damus. I ain't going to get them nothing. They don't take nothing from them. You understand what I'm saying? I seen a lot of Damus come to Tracy that was in the LA County jail, said they didn't gang bang. But when they came to prison, they put their red rag in their pocket. You understand what I'm saying? Now, that don't make them Damus weak, because I know Damus that let you know they was Bloods, because they couldn't hide from what they represented. You got dudes like the Bolos, the Stanley Pitts, the Jay Nays, Joe Valentine, the Darus. You understand what I'm saying? The Tweets from Swans. Them dudes can't big nut from eight from Swan. Them dudes can't hide from what they represent, because we know what they are. You understand what I'm saying? The Peabody's them. We know what they are. But it was dudes I seen come to Tracy, listen to me, man, and put red rags in their pocket, but in that LA County jail, they was up in there with the Crips talking about, man, I'm a player. I don't bang. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't taking nothing from it. That's how the techniques they use to survive, more power to them. But don't try to pit 100 on yourself. You understand? I done seen a whole lot in the pen where, and I be hearing them on these CD tapes, these rappers, like they was these ultimate motherfuckers in the pen, and all they was dressed up Crips. They wasn't putting work in. Listen to me, man. If you was a soldier in the penitentiary and you was in the putting work, if you was on the level 3, you was gonna become a level 4. You understand what I'm saying? I never caught a knife beef, although I had knives. I never got caught with the knife, though. I never got caught in my cell with a knife. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's a time to do anything. I got busted one time with a cell phone, then never get busted again with another one. I had to lose $120, 120 days for a motherfucking cell phone, but my homies just spent $1,500 for the phone. Ooh, I can't do that. And my homies let me know that one time, man. Motherfucker ain't gonna keep buying no phone if you get caught up with them. So I understand I had to safeguard my phone. You understand what I'm saying? I got 10 likes and 10 people in here. And with this said, man, hey, this is lovely. You know, it started the beginning of the week. I got to get ready for work. So y'all know I'm gonna ask somebody to buy their boy lunch today. I deserve that. So we want to cash out me something for lunch, man. $ OG Bound. Buy me something from Subway today. $ OG Bound 131 for a lunch. With that said, man, that's the best 35 minutes I can get y'all for the day. Tap in at 6 o'clock when I go to work. Buy your boy lunch today. OG, $ OG Band 131. Peace. Love ya. Yeah, got to have it.